Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm here to do a collective message. Um, I want to start with the affirmation and Bible verse that I chose to write down. Affirmation for today. Well, this was supposed to be a Saturday's message, and I just did it. It is right now. It's 4:42 a.m. 7/27/2025. The message was meant for 7:26. The affirmation for today is I embrace the evolution of myself. Bible verse comes from Job chapter 14, verse 14. If a man dies, will he live again? All the dogs, all the days of my struggle, I will wait until my change comes. Dedication. Oh, that was another word I wrote down. Hold on. I got behind myself. I'm going to start over. So the Bible verse is from Job, chapter 14, verse 14. If a man dies, will he live again? All the days of my struggle, I will wait until my change comes. I can't really see. My light ain't my light is out. What message do you have for the collective, please? And thank you. What's the problem? What is the problem? My eye jumping. The two cards came out. So it could be something with somebody like if you're a business owner. I'm not taking them. Um, family room and expectation fell out. So for some people, actually, you know what? I am going to take it. I'm going to take it. For some people, maybe somebody works from home, unless this has something to do with, just your home life. But I do feel like for somebody, this could be talking about a family. If it's not a family business, you could just be somebody that works from home. Maybe you're expecting something, your business to take off or to flourish. Maybe you've been working really hard at something. Even if this isn't like you work from home, it could just be something that you're working for yourself. You could be your own boss. So now I might as well go ahead and say the word that I had wrote down underneath the Bible verse. So it could involve just being dedicated, having dedication to your craft, to your work, to what it is that you are committed to bringing to fruition, what it is that you are dedicated to building for yourself. So that's the word that goes with this. Also, maybe it's something about learning how to harness whatever energy it requires for you to make something happen for yourself. Now, this could be something outside of yourself, like someone outside of yourself. Tell me more. What's the solution? And then I'm gonna put some playing cards on these. I'm using the Kipper deck. The Lovers came out, so this could actually be like, I don't know, for some people if this is contract, having a contract with someone, or this is working with someone in the team. The lovers also could be talking about partnership as far as romance goes, but this also could be family, um, friendships, like platonic friendships. So this could just be making partners with people, making connections, I wouldn't say, or networking. Tell me more. For some people, this is something that's faded for you, I feel like, with the 15 on the top of the card. And also going back to the first two cards that came out, this also could be, you just wanting to see results for something, or get some type of feedback. Maybe somebody hasn't been getting the feedback. I don't know if this is the feedback you are looking for or just feedback in general. Is what I'm getting. Tell me more. What's the advice? Then I'm gonna put my little playing cards on it. Oh, now I'm getting a couple of things. And I heard another reader say something like this. Oh, and despair is at the bottom. I heard another in poverty. So maybe somebody's been looking for a work or a job. Somebody might not feel like they have the resources that they need. And it could be something about the conditions that somebody's living in right now. What was I saying? I was about to say something. I said I was getting a couple things. And then I went off on a tangent real quick. Now, I don't know if somebody actually is in prison or jail or locked up, or somebody feels like they're trapped or stuck in a situation that maybe they can't come out of. But it doesn't have to be a physical thing. For some people, this could actually be, it could be more than one thing. It could be spiritual. This could be emotional. This could even be mentally for somebody. Maybe somebody just feels trapped in a situation. Like, what can I do? And I did say that I seen despair and poverty at the bottom of the Kipper deck. And behind those two cards is change and great fortune. So maybe somebody feels like their fortune changed in some type of way. Now, I don't know if this has something to do with parents, like a mother, father, an uncle, auntie, um, godparent, or just somebody really wise. It's also giving me emperor, empress. So this could just be you and someone else who could just be very mature energies. Um, I don't know, because somebody could be concerned about somebody. I mean, just take it how it resonates for you or how it relates to you. Somebody could be thinking about an empress. I don't know if this has to do with a court case or this is just somebody, um, because this is another word I wrote down for advice. Maybe somebody needs to atone for something. It could be something about somebody atoning. I don't know if this has to do with company, like the company somebody keeps, or this is an actual company, like a business. Now, for some people, this could also be like, you know, well, I said the company you keep, but this could even trickle down to like the people that you allow in your space, like your dwelling, your home. For some people, but for somebody, this could also just be somebody, um, I don't know. This is a lack mindset. Cause I said maybe somebody was looking for a job and maybe somebody started losing hope. For somebody, it could just be, maybe it's difficult as far as economy, especially what's going on in the world right now, because I asked Holy Spirit earlier Saturday morning, I did ask them, where did they see this country headed? And it's not really a good feeling, but they gave me the answer I was looking for. So it could have something to do with that. As far as society goes, the economy goes, it could be other things for people too. I don't know if this has to do with someone's spirituality, if religion has a factor in it. Let me get a different deck. Let me get my playing cards. But also going back to this lovers, for some people this could actually be like a sacred contract. So this could be talking about like divine counterparts. It could be something about learning how to have more fun, to be more free, to allow your inner child or the God within you to have fun as well. Sometimes, especially in life, we experience things and, some people fail to grow, to expand as they mature, and other people become more rigid and don't allow themselves to enjoy the beautiful things in life, the pleasures that life can offer us, in spite of what's going on around us. you know? And something just went through my mind. I just seen Anne Frank. If anybody's familiar with that movie, when I was saying that, it just went through my head. Even though she was living in those horrible conditions, her and her family, she still found a way to enjoy whatever happiness she could conjure up, in spite of what was out of her control. Because sometimes certain stuff could be out of our control, but it doesn't mean that we have to stay in that energy, no matter what happens to us. Spirit, what message do you have for the collective, please? And thank you. Put one on family room and expectation. Yeah, this could be talking about an opportunity for some people. Earlier I was saying something about business, like working for yourself or somebody works from home. For somebody, this could be like, somebody just want to be like I was about to say a free spirit. It could be that too. Somebody wanted to be a free spirit. But this could be something like freelance work or whatever it is for you. Maybe somebody feels like it's difficult to do what you want to do when you want to do it, to show up in the world how you want to show up. Even if it's not something that's on your mind real heavy, it still has something to do with how you express yourself. Um, your individuality, being able to, walk in any room, any environment, and command, not only respect, but attention. So for some people, this could actually be like a business or something. Tell me more, Spirit. Put one on the lovers, please, and thank you. Put one on the lovers. And the affirmation said, I embrace the evolution of myself. I mean, I said the word dog when I was reading the Bible verse. That is not in that verse. It's how I wrote it. And like I said, I don't have no big light on in my room. The Eight of Hearts came out. So for some people, this could be talking about the power of love. Like, oh, and then Money Love just came on the radio. Made for You. That could somebody could relate to that, or take it how it relates to your situation. I just said something about divine counterparts, and I know she said something about twin in this song. Twin, where you been? This came on the last time I was recording. Um, for some people, this could just be talking about, knowing how to use your charm, learning how to make it work for you. Unless it's somebody that's in your energy that could just be a very charming person. And I was seeing somebody's eyes as I was saying that. Maybe somebody has like bedroom eyes or deep eyes, like penetrating eyes. Like somebody, what's the word I want to use? I want to use the right word. Somebody might can charm people with their eyes. And I don't think it's necessarily about the eye color. I think it could have something to do with the shape of someone's eyes, how deep and penetrating somebody's eyes can be or are. Something about it. Now I don't know if somebody feels like something's a missed opportunity. Maybe somebody just needs to dig deeper into their soul, do some soul searching. So that's just saying go within, and look into your soul. It could be something about that. Now, it could also be something about walking away from something that doesn't feel good to go to something else, or something that no longer works for you or serves you, to go towards something else, or to start something else. Somebody also could just have very powerful emotions, strong emotions. It could be something about that. Put one on imprisonment, please, and thank you. What is this imprisonment? Three of clubs came out. I don't even know if I should have took it because it didn't really like pop out, but it looked like it wanted to. When I tilted my hand over, it fell out, so I took it. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody has like writer's block or something like that. Somebody could be having writer's block, or I don't know. Somebody's thinking about something and somebody wrote them. I don't know if this is like a letter, a DM, something. I mean, for some people, it could be something with social media. I don't know. And somebody could just be experiencing big emotions like anger, sadness. I hope it's not depression, but it's a part of life when it happens, but just know that that's not meant for you to stay in that emotion. I can't tell you how to feel, but to only go through it so you can get through it. Now, I don't know if somebody feels like something's just been delayed. I don't know. This could be like life feeling like it's at a halt or something slowed down or now I did say something about writer's block. I don't know if this is just like an idea for some people. Maybe something with someone's ideas. And somebody could just feel like somebody betrayed them. Or they feel like they did you like this, collective. Maybe somebody feels like they betrayed you, stabbed you in the back in some type of way. Now, I don't know. I don't know if this is actual jail. Or like somebody needing to getting like a restraining order or something. Like somebody's being stalked by somebody. And I don't mean like, sometimes we do stuff that we know ain't the best for our best interest. But some stuff can be overlooked. Like I feel like somebody's been stalking me for a very long time. I went to the police a couple years ago and they told me it was nothing they could do. And just last year, it was confirmed to me what I was feeling for years. Even though I didn't have the proof, I felt it deep within. And I actually accidentally opened the email. I was just checking my email randomly because I hadn't checked it in a long time. And as I'm scrolling, you know how sometimes you scroll and your finger might click something you didn't mean to click and open? My finger just happened to click on the email and someone was threatening me. They were trying to extort me, but they threatened me, told me that they had been tapping my phone, hacking my camera, the microphone, that they had nude pictures of me. I mean, they said a lot of stuff in the email. They had my address, um, a picture of the house that I lived in, my phone number. They said they had access to my all my emails, my contact, and they also threatened to pull up to my house. And I would say good luck to you on that one if they happen to come across this. But somebody could be going through something similar to that, where they could have somebody maybe stalking. I don't know if this has to do with being jealous of a person, envious of a person, or somebody's just a dangerous person in general, or putting someone else in danger. It could be something with that. And I don't know. This is also has something to do with somebody waiting for something. I never got that off the imprisonment card. I don't even use the Kipper deck like that. Rarely do I use it. But I just got that off this Kipper deck. I don't know if this has something to do with mirrors. If somebody can't look in the mirror, so maybe it's something about that. Also, looking in the mirror. This could be speaking positive about yourself, unless somebody feels like it's something that they can't take back. So maybe somebody can't look at themselves in the mirror. I don't know. It's something about it. Matter of fact, let me read what the imprisonment card mean real quick. because I'm just saying my own stuff, okay? Imprisonment. On this challenging card, we see a pair of battered hands clutching the iron bars in harsh prison. The tattered sleeves offer scant cover to a set of bony wrists. Literally, this card is a prison, jail, asylum, rehab center, bank, or military barracks. More abstractly, it stands for any locked, off limits, or secure place. It represents a sense of confinement, imprisonment, isolation, a desperate motionlessness, while expectation, card 28, has a sense of a time limit to it. This card does not. This is a card of being trapped, whether in relationship, job, or situation. It speaks of fear, loneliness, and isolation. When combined with 23 courthouse, this card is a literal prison or jail time. With card 31, bad health, it can be a hospital or illness. It refers to large buildings, institutions, and bad luck. I don't know, maybe it's bad luck for somebody. It could be something with it. While this card does not have a particular time frame, it does indicate time seeming to pass very slowly. Well, I did say something like that. Maybe something just felt like it was being delayed. Perhaps you are facing insurmountable barriers. Imprisonment does not necessarily refer to a prison sentence, but describes all kinds of isolation and renunciation. It's funny they said renunciation, all types of isolation and renunciation. And I do believe I said for some people it could have something to do with like religion or spirituality. So maybe it's something with that also. I don't know. Maybe somebody was renouncing something. Or this is what somebody's being advised to do. But use your own discernment. You might experience an unfulfilled love. I said that, or a relationship that is characterized by restrictions or resignation. Even professionally, this card characterizes restraint that is forced. Beyond the basic depiction of physical incarceration, this imagery might represent emotional imprisonment. It might be it might mean being trapped in a personal or contractual relationship where your options may be restricted by feelings of guilt, your conscience, legal obligations, or financial limitations. So for somebody, it actually could be all of the above, or take it how it relates to you. Tell me more, Spirit. Come on, cards. Don't act like y'all don't want to shuffle. I hate when they do that. Now, I don't know if this is like somebody getting like advice from someone. It could be something like that. I'm mad that light just did that. It went down. Anyway, sorry about it being got real dark in here. Matter of fact, hold on. I hate this light did this shit. I'm over it. You know what? My God. And I don't got no pants on, so I gotta scooch down just to sit back down. Okay, and the seven of there's a seven at the bottom of this deck. When I got up, I didn't notice that. So for somebody, this could be like somebody spying on somebody. It could be something with that. Or somebody just uncertain about something. I don't know if somebody took something from somebody. Somebody could have took something, or this is what somebody was planning on doing. Because it could be something about a plot or something. Or this is you moving in silence, you know? Let's see, two fives also. Now, maybe it's something with somebody trying to dim somebody's light, because my light damn sure went dim real quick. It could be something with that. Somebody wanting to dim somebody's light, your creativity, or stagnate your growth. Maybe somebody, this could also be something about communication. So maybe somebody feels like, I don't know if I should reach out to a person or speak to someone. Take this how it relates to your situation. For some people, this could be like somebody not sure if they should reach out to you, somebody that maybe you haven't spoken to. I don't know if this has anything to do with romance. This could just be as far as business goes. Maybe somebody wants advice about something, or somebody just wants to talk to you. This could have something to do with being friends also with somebody, but it could be something with working with somebody. It could be all of the above. I always tell y'all that in my readings. And Chris Brown residuals just came on. It could be something with that. Maybe somebody needs a mentor. Somebody could want a mentor, need a mentor. Unless you're the person that's a mentor to someone. I'm also getting like something about being a good friend. Also, something about being a good friend. Maybe somebody makes somebody light pop. That's going back to that light dimming. I said somebody might want to dim your light. It could be also something with maybe somebody makes somebody's light pop, if you know what I mean. What's another saying that people could use for making a light pop? I don't know why that just can't pop in my head. Somebody can make somebody aroused. I don't know. It could be anger too, but it could be like, sexually for somebody. It could be something about that. Now I don't know if somebody was dealing with somebody that's like a. I'm trying to be mindful of the words I use. Um, what's another way of saying 304? I heard somebody else say it before. A 304. Well, you get the gist of what a 304 is. Somebody could have been dealing with a. If this is not a 304, maybe somebody's like a bald, a strumpet. Somebody could have been dealing with a strumpet. A prosta. You can finish the rest of the word. It could be something with that. I don't know if this is male prostitute or female prostitute. Finish the word. It rhymes with solution. It could be something about that. Tell me more, Spirit. I'm also feeling like Spirit is saying go big or go home. Like don't do it small, go big. But also make sure you're looking over everything you've accomplished. It could be something with that. Unless somebody feels like something's a dead end for them. This is the fork in the road for somebody. But I'm really getting like go big, don't do it small. Cause maybe it's something about somebody going global or being noticed. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, somebody can't stop thinking about something. 8-8. I don't know, somebody saying 8-8. It could be something with that. Like somebody can't stop thinking about a situation or I don't know. Or this is just somebody feeling trapped. We said that already with this imprisonment. Did it say imprisonment or prison? Imprisonment, yeah. This somebody can't stop thinking about a situation. That's what I really feel like that is. Or somebody's afraid of actually going to jail. And that's possible. Maybe somebody's afraid of going to jail for a situation or for something. I don't know if it's something with like a house fire, a fire, or somebody was just dealing with somebody that's arrogant. or they were arrogant. It's something about it. Now this could also be something about somebody I can't stop thinking about letting something or someone go, releasing someone. Like, damn, why did I do that? You know, no matter what the dynamic is, because for some people this could be business, or this could just be somebody that somebody could bounce ideas off of, and it's like, damn, why did I, you know, separate myself from that person? For somebody else, this could be somebody that actually has love for a person. I'm not really getting love out here, but it could be something with that. Or for some people, this could just be like somebody that was a good friend to someone. And then maybe somebody feels like, damn, I actually stabbed the wrong person in the back or betrayed the wrong person. Maybe somebody has been crying or just experiencing emotions from like a breakup. I don't know. Tell me more. Oh, I do not like how that just fell out my hand. Tell me more, Spirit. Messages for the collective. No, it said something about 5-5. Maybe somebody needs to take a trip or something. If this is two people, like just say that you're in a relationship and both of you like you love each other and you want to make it work, but y'all just maybe bump heads or maybe things are just tense between you. Maybe do something together. For some people, this could be taking like a trip. It could be long distance, doesn't have to be, but it could be long distance. Or maybe it's a short trip or like a vacation, travel. It could be something with taking a trip together or doing something together. Now, somebody could just be experiencing restlessness or it could have been some type of debate if somebody should divorce someone or break up with someone. I don't know. So if this is somebody debating with somebody, who they debating with? Their friends, their family? Like, yeah, you need to separate yourself, dog. I don't know. It could be for somebody. Or this is like somebody moving to a new home, a new state. I'm not taking both of these though. 5-5. Who's at the bottom? A 6. So maybe it's also something about somebody being responsible with their finances or their resources. What's behind that 6? A 9. I don't know. Maybe somebody feels disappointed. Like I said, maybe somebody feel like they breadcrumb somebody. I cannot shuffle these. It's about to get on my nerves. Why I always gotta have issues when I'm trying to do a spread? Come on now. What's the possible outcome, please? Damn, 33 minutes. I ain't said nothing. And three cards this time. See, this is about to get on my nerves. So maybe it's something about having a well, it could be a higher perspective, looking at something from a higher perspective, or this is just having a new outlook or a new perspective about a situation. Now, I don't know if somebody was dealing with a con artist, somebody that was just money conscious. I don't know if this is something that was somebody was keeping secret, or it could just be like news about something, somebody getting news about something. And this could be something that somebody has been working on, like I said earlier. Something somebody's been doing for a long time and maybe have not seen the fruits of their labor. So I don't know, this is like a solution. If somebody has been dealing with certain issues, this could be some type of solution, some type of news for somebody. It could even be something very exciting. Maybe is going to manifest the money that they've been looking for. Now I said something about divine counterparts. I see the Jack of Spades, Seven of Diamonds, Ace of Clubs. I'm also getting real stubborn energy. Somebody could be real stubborn, but I actually feel like it's more than one person. If this is like a divine connection or a spiritual connection, I'm gonna just say that. It could be something about both people are stubborn. But it could be something about two people that actually have a mission in life together, something that they're meant to do together. It could be something about that. Even if y'all not, if you don't subscribe to, in tarot land, people always talk about twin flames. Sometimes I get irritated hearing that because I think people just be throwing words out there. But if you are somebody who subscribes to that, or just like higher level soulmates, or shit, even like because anybody could be a soulmate, but this could be like something like this spiritual. If this is not like actual divine counterparts, these two people actually could still be a part of the same soul tribe, whether they're romantic or not. It could be something about that. This could still be like soul tribe energy. Like you come from the same family, spiritual family. So it's given like we knew each other before we came here type of energy. But yeah, it could be two people. I mean, this actually could be more than one person because this is a collective reading. But it could be something about like two people are stubborn. But I don't know. I was saying something about somebody dealing with a con artist. So be aware of that. If you are around certain people, maybe certain people are just money conscious and it's about what they can get from you, whether this is actual money or ideas. Somebody could be dealing with con artists. I'm not taking all three of these. But it also could be like some type of exciting news coming towards someone. Now I said something earlier about okay, I'm getting a couple of things. Now I said something about seeing something from a different perspective. Maybe somebody had like high expectations. Like if this was about love or even the people that you were around. It's not saying that you should sell yourself short, but maybe if it's something that you really expect from other people, definitely make sure it's something that's within yourself as well. But we also have to be mindful of not having unrealistic expectations. Like, oh, if I come in contact with a person, whether I'm going to be their friend or their lover or whatever it is for you, making sure that we're not setting the bar too high that nobody can exceed those expectations. Because sometimes when we have unrealistic expectations, we kind of come to a place of being unfulfilled, Because it's like, well, damn, for all that, you might as well be dating the creator themselves. I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful, but that's just what popped in my head. Because who are you going to find that's perfect? So it could be something about that. Like, for me, for instance, when I was younger, it's a lot different now, but when I was younger, like I did have, I'm not gonna say a specific type of person, but I do feel like wanted to have a certain caliber of person, and I still don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. But I would just say don't have too many unrealistic expectations. Like nobody's perfect. If it's somebody that you can relate to and build something with, and you both have something to offer, no matter what it is, I would say give it a chance. But use your own discernment. Tell me more, Spirit. It was something else I wanted to say too before I shuffle. Because that was what I wanted to say about having a higher perspective or seeing something from a new perspective. Um, damn. Damn, damn, damn. It might come back to me. It was something else I wanted to say. But I started rambling. But I had to get it out. Damn. It was something else I wanted to say too about that. So it could be something that somebody doesn't see. This could actually be like a wish being fulfilled. Or it's just something that somebody really desire, wanted for themselves. I'm also seeing being grateful, making sure that you're being grateful, but also loving yourself, you know, and being grateful for what you do have. Even if you're not somebody that has a lot as far as material things go. I always say this, the law of relativity states that no matter what you're going through, somebody somewhere is always worse off. So it's just being grateful that you have the breath in your body, that you're able to use your body, And even if you're somebody, maybe, you have limitations, but just keeping in mind that it's always somebody worse off. So making sure you're always loving yourself for who you are, for how you show up in the world. And we all make mistakes, but it's about, are you going to stay there? And are you going to repeat those same mistakes? Somebody could also just be feeling drained or depleted. It could be something with that also. I'm feeling like now I said something about divine counterparts. Nine of Hearts came out, and the Nine of Diamonds is at the bottom. So I'm definitely getting masculine, feminine energy. Somebody might want somebody. They might either want to commit to you, whoever's uh watching this, or whoever may watch this, or vice versa. Maybe you want somebody to commit to you. It could be something about that. And then one of the words that came out was dedication, so it could be something about that also. This could be new friends, but this also could be relationship, like a divine counterpart, or just a counterpart in general. Now somebody could be attracting some type of result. I don't know if this is money. I said something about that earlier. Somebody could see somebody as attractive. Nine of diamonds, three of spades, two of hearts, six of spades. Somebody could see somebody as attractive, beautiful, but this also could be you in a receptive mode. I think I said this on my channel also. It could be something about, obviously, you don't want to give something that you don't have to give. And you should never give to a person or people because you feel bad for them. I would say do it because you feel inspired to do it. And it's not going to affect you. But it could be something about giving to receive. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm gonna be with you. You gotta give me something, so I give you something. This is given more so as far as mankind goes. Your everyday common man, common woman. Instead of walking past people outside on the street, if you have something you can offer, like a sandwich, some water, or if you can just give somebody a word, to bring their spirits up, give it, and you will receive. It's something about that. But for somebody, it could be something about, I don't know, if somebody needs to let something go or release somebody. If somebody is like, if this is like somebody actually experiencing like a death or something, I send my condolences if that's for somebody. But it could be something about, I don't know. If this is somebody, now I said this earlier, somebody leaving the situation to go towards something else. Now, I did say earlier when I read the meaning of well, before I read the meaning, I was still saying the same thing. Like, this could be like a breakup or something. If somebody does feel trapped in a situation, I would say, if it's not serving you and it's bringing you down, you gotta let that shit go. I wouldn't give a damn if the person said, well, if you leave me, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell all your business. Well, what make you think I want to be with you and you're putting me in a situation like that anyway? So just do what you want to do, you know, and may the universe have mercy on you, because what goes around comes around. That could be for somebody. I would say leave a situation instead of feeling like you stuck or trapped or something, if you don't have to be there. I wouldn't give a damn if I had a child with somebody and if it wasn't working for me, it just ain't working no more. I'm not gonna be miserable. That's not helping nobody. Tell me more, spirit. But maybe that's not somebody's story. Take it how it relates to your situation. It was just an example. Ask and receive. You get what you have the courage to ask for. Ask for help or support. So that could be for somebody. Don't complicate it. The truth is simple. You already have the answers. Accept people and situations exactly as they are. It will bring you clarity and peace. Tell me more. Messages. Because I don't know, maybe somebody was dealing with somebody that makes them feel drained or something, like an energy vampire, or just feeling depleted. Or this could also be like somebody that's relentless or something. I don't know. I don't know if somebody's a pimp or, like I said earlier, the other word, the people that pimps usually pimp out. There's something about it. Tell me more. I am love. I give love freely. I receive love constantly. At the bottom, gratitude. Didn't I say something about being grateful? Remember when you wanted what you have now. Give thanks. Your grateful heart is a magnet for love and abundance. Tell me more. Well, also loving yourself also. And you would know what that looks like. You know, sometimes we gotta love ourselves more than we love a situation. Especially if it doesn't make us feel good or it's not uplifting us or making us the best version of ourselves. Like I don't want to have somebody just to say I have somebody. You know? Who wants to some people don't think like that. Some people don't care about being alone. But you know, most of us in the world, nobody wants to be alone. Some people are okay with that though, but not everybody. A lot of people want companionship, whether it's just a friend or this is like actual romance. But it could be something about loving yourself also. Tell me more. Making sure you're focused on your well-being, you know, your happiness, your spiritual, mental, and physical well-being. Protection. Thank God for unanswered prayers. Rejection and setbacks are blessings in disguise. The universe knows best. At the bottom, let it all go. Forgive yourself, forgive others. Don't let pain, anger, or guilt control you. I want to do another spread. Damn, I was gonna do. You know what? I think I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna get another oracle and then I'm gonna end it. Cause if I do another spread, it's gonna be like an hour and a half. It's gonna be an hour and a half. I ain't expect to go that long on that little. I only pulled out. How many cards is this? 6, 12 cards? No, not 12. I pulled. It was 4 from the Kipper and 6. So that's like 10 cards. 6 playing cards, 4 Kipper cards, and 3 oracles. I ain't expect to go that long. Spirit, what message do you have for the collective? Because I'm definitely do another one later on today. Since I didn't record it yesterday like I was going to. Tantra. So it could be something about, oh wow, beatitude of sacred rapture. I feel like this is like a spiritual connection. I do. At the bottom is Tantra of 639. So maybe somebody could actually benefit from looking at like one of the hertz or something. Or what else are they called? Uh binaural beats. It could be something about 639 hertz. But Tantra and Beatitude of Sacred Rapture. It could be something about that. I did say something about somebody lower regions earlier. Like somebody make somebody light pop. It could be something about that. Like maybe somebody has tantric sex or something. Healing sex. Or it's something about when two people come into contact, how they raise the vibration of the planet. Like if you do believe in twin flames, I think that's one of the aspects of a twin flame dynamic. Doesn't have to be, because there's other connections besides that. Like you have higher level soulmates, which could actually be higher than a twin flame connection. It could be like a, what is it called? Um Spiritual spouse. But sometimes twin flame connections actually could be very powerful. They can have like tantric sex. And it could also be, now I do believe like a twin flame could also be a higher level soulmate and vice versa. But anybody could be a soulmate. Anybody could be your soulmate. But I don't think a soulmate could necessarily be a twin flame or a higher level soulmate. But the twin flame and higher level soulmate could be the same person or two different people. So take it how it relates to you. It says a way through the struggle. Wait a minute, is this the card? Yeah. A soft R. I believe I'm saying that right. A way through the struggle has already been created for you, and you are being led onto that path. Your authentic soul path may include recognition and acclaim, notable success and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazzled or distracted by such experiences. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you in the simplicity of spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for successful progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctity of your soul. I'm gonna read a little bit more since I'm not gonna do another spread. In the mysticism, in the mysticism of the Kabbalah, Ein Sof R is the first and truest light. It emerges from the absolute, which is pure emptiness beyond all characteristics, phenomenon, and form. The capacity to create something from apparently nothing is one of the definitions of magic. Ain't soft R, so it could be something with that too, magic. So this could be something about transmuting energy. Ain't soft R is the universal pulling rabbits. Ain't soft R is the universe pulling rabbits out of hats on a cosmic scale, because the spiritual light emerges from the spaciousness of infinite potentiality. It is imbued with endless creativity, resourcefulness, and spontaneous responsiveness. Whatever is needed made whatever is needed is made manifest, provided to the receptive heart, and will benefit all beings. Receptivity is the key to unlocking this white light magic of the spirit. When we are open to it, surrendered to its wisdom, and willing to place that wisdom above our own opinions, we are capable of receiving and benefiting from it. We are trying to dictate, if we are trying to dictate its course, to contrive or control it to meet our needs as we think they should be met, then we are not being receptive. The path of control and dominance is regressive. It is not sacred magic. It is not of the spirit. Ain Sof Aura illuminates the ways of sacred soul magic that create healing and deep fulfillment. It recognizes there is a problem, yet does not dwell on it nor evoke toxic mind games of blame and shame. It focuses on solutions. Underneath fancy words, outlandish claims, and complex doctrines, the light of spirit is recognized by its effect. Genuine spiritual connection helps us outgrow our problems. Ego will tell you a situation is too complicated or someone else is to blame. Or, if you could just change this one thing, healing could happen. But when you are in ego, you are not spiritually effective. You will be locked in suffering and confusion. My song popped on the radio, Go Crazy by Chris Brown. As a human being, you are able to use your free will as you choose. You can focus on the negative and distance yourself from the light. Refuse to trust and insist you always know best. You can choose to feel unappreciated, betrayed, or afraid when life does its unpredictable dance. Spirit will love you and seek to help you even when you use your free will in such a way. At any time, you can choose to say Why can't I read right now? At any time, because I'm trying to read too fast. At any time, you can choose to say enough of that misery and open your heart to connect with the higher creative and healing intelligence of the light. No matter how much our wounded minds or broken hearts may believe a situation cannot be healed, Ain't soft R is always there. It reminds us that, whether we can see it or not, there is a spiritual path through all troubles. That path can be so beautiful. We will become profoundly graceful for the struggle which caused us to grow. Even if we never wish to repeat the experience, acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. If something is quite right, be kind and wise enough to admit it. Then seek out the genuine light, which will evoke peace in your heart. Have the courage and trust to let go of approaches that will not lead you anywhere worth going. As you open yourself to what is, even the unexpectedly difficult twist of fate, you will become even closer to the radiant grace of luminous clarity, which is reassuring you, healing you, guiding you, and loving you. Man, I was struggling with that one, wouldn't I? My God. Spirit, do you have any additional advice before I close this out, please and thank you? So I feel like it's all of the above, but for some people, take how it relates to you. Maybe just some parts may relate. Tell me more, Spirit. I don't know why I want to say I love you too. Why is that in my head? It's in my head. Or I like you too. I don't know. Something about it. Yeah, you are gonna manifest. But I would say, make sure you're putting your back into it. Like if this is like a business or you doing freelance work or you just work for yourself, whatever it is, or this is a craft, something that you have been working on. Put your back into it, you know, to the point where your socks is twisted up on your feet. Put your back into it and keep working on whatever it is that you've been working on. I do feel like if this is money, you will manifest the money. If you believe that it'll happen, it will. I mean, we can't never say how long because there is a such thing as divine timing. And there's also a such thing as real world action. It's like we ask for something, but we also have to do our part and make sure we're aligning with what we're asking for. Like if you know what you're asking for requires you to take action, then take action. Do something. If this is educating yourself on a situation, if this is reaching out to somebody and getting advice, or just to talk to somebody, to communicate, if this is looking for a mentor, make sure you're doing your research and you're also communicating what it is. That's a form of taking action, communication. Um, Doing your positive affirmations, being in a positive mindset, knowing that what you ask for will come to you. If this is money, if you believe that it'll come, it will. You know, it's easier said than done because look, for years I've been saying that. Oh man, I'm gonna come into some money, and it's like damn. But I do think sometimes when we look around and realize what we asked for hasn't happened, we kind of push it away because it's that doubt in our mind. It's like, do you really believe what you asking for? And that was the first oracle that came out. Ask and receive. You get what you have the courage to ask for. Ask for help or support. So take that how it relates to you. But this has been a message. I hope I've given you clarity on what you already know. And I will see you all in the next one later.